All right. Vlog is done. Had to do some jotting down with my notebooks, so to say that I may have to, get another composition notebook, because I'm doing, two different composition notebooks for all my spots that I do, whether it's for ghost hunt, riding, vlogs, whatever. So then I got 2 hard copies, so then if I lose the notebook, the notebook in my pocket, lose the notebook in my seat bag, I still have the 2 main ones, then I know I got those done. So then I can go get another 2 notebooks, which I got, I think 2 or 3 more notebooks in my room, like what's in my seat bag, and I got an extra one in my room, like what I carry in my pocket. So yeah, sorry, I get weird sometimes. So and then, the reason why I say I may have to go get another composition notebook is because I don't know if I'm gonna end up, filling up the one I am currently working on right now, because so then we're gonna have to, then if I lose, like I said, lose the 2 books, I still have the main ones then. So and I'm using double-sided tape, so I ended up buying another thing of that too. So so then if I run out, which I know I will, because I just bought a dispenser, because the other shit I got I have to cut, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to cut. So which in reality I should be using that for before I use anything else. So Eh! I know where Mom's coworker lives. So that scarecrow with the pumpkin head and the black sweatshirt, or yeah, it was a sweatshirt, but it looked like a coat at first. It's my mom's coworker. She ran into me when I was at Quick Trip one time. She's like, "Hey, you're Shanie's oldest, right?" Shanie's my mom. I was like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "I see you a lot go down Smith. I rode a lot." I said, "What road is that?" She said, "Smith," which is the road I'm on right now. I was like, "Really?" My dad was, and I was like, "What block?" And she told me the 1700 block, which is the block I was just on before when I noticed it. I was like, "Really?" My dad grew up on the 1800 block, the next block down. He grew up between Henry and Newtalls, which is the block that we're on now. So the white house with the two big ass pine trees in the front yard was Dad's house. Up until he was 10. Then he moved out there and he bought the Lamont. You know, where Grandma is now. So he moved out to where Grandma is now, which I think would have been like 84 or 85, somewhere in there. And then so she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I live, you know, like a block or two up from there yet. She's like, "Really? Where?" I was like, "On Preble." You know, I told her that we live on Preble. And she's like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "There's times I go past your house, you know, may go past your house and you may not realize it." I'm like, if you see a Jayco camper in the driveway, if you turn on Preble, you see a big Jayco camper, it's my house. You know, it's just like one of my coworkers, one of the kid coworkers. I was like, and her name is Kenya. She's cool as shit, very polite, and I mean very polite. And I was working with her last night, and I said, you know, I was in drive doing something, I forget what, and she was waiting for her mom or whatever to come get her. I was like, "Hey, Kenya, not to be weird." She was like, "What's up?" I was like, "You live in an apartment complex behind Legend Larry's on Preble?" She's like, "Yeah, why?" I said, "Dude, I'm on that same fucking block." And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I told her, you know, if you go down Dan's, which I'm in Newtalls right now, the apartment complex, you guys can see right here on the left. So I told her, you go down Dan's, take a left on our road. She said, like, "Yeah." I was like, you know, during the day you see a gray house next to the duplex on the corner. She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's my house." She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I told her, you know, Chris lives, you know, a block and a half down from there. but yeah, so I can just still go. Tow truck guy. Love that guy. He's cool as shit. See, that's what happens when you clean your yard. It looks good. You know, you got lazy idiot, us, and then a couple other useless idiots.